Once, in a small town nestled between mountains, there lived a young man who dreamed of running a marathon. His goal seemed impossible. He wasn't fast, he wasn't strong, and he had never run more than a few miles. But every day, he pictured himself crossing the finish line, the crowd cheering, the sense of accomplishment overwhelming him. Yet, every time he put on his shoes and stepped outside, doubt crept in. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough, he would think. And for days, he stayed on his couch, letting fear paralyze him. One evening, after a long day of wrestling with his thoughts, he sat on a bench in the park. An elderly man walked by, slowly but steadily. He noticed the young man sitting there, lost in his thoughts, and took a seat next to him. "You look like you're carrying the weight of the world," the elderly man said with a gentle smile. The young man sighed. "I've been dreaming of running a marathon, but every time I try, I feel like I can't. What if I'm just not cut out for it?" The old man chuckled softly. "Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, I set out to climb a mountain. The peak was high, the path was steep, and I had no idea how I would make it. But instead of focusing on the top, I focused on one thing, taking one step at a time. I told myself, I don't need to conquer the whole mountain today. I just need to keep moving forward. And you know what? I made it to the top, one step at a time." The young man listened closely. "Don't worry about the entire marathon, worry about the next step. Just keep moving forward, and you'll get there. Success isn't about the finish line, it's about the courage to take the first step, and then the next." With newfound clarity, the young man stood up, smiled at the elderly man, and walked toward the path. He didn't know if he could finish a marathon yet, but he knew one thing: today, he could take the first step.